Today is, of course, this month is Women's Month. I'd like to ask you po, who were like um, the women in your life na you think had a really, really strong, um, like you get inspired with them. Maybe even one at a time.
Okay, of course, I think with a big impact in my life, of course, is my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Not just because she's my mom, but it's because of how she is, how she handled things in life. You know, my dad was also a military officer, but he's in the medical corps. So, you know, she's always very objective about things. So, and generally very objective about things. When we got married, when my husband and I got married, we stayed in our house for actually 3 years. Medyo matagal. Kasi no one naman is there. So she said she didn't want me to stay in that at that time. My husband was in PSG. So he said we were gonna get a quarters, officers' quarters in Malacanang. My mom didn't want. So because she said, you know, she's just so, you know, stay away from these things. So sabi ko naman, sige, fine. So we stayed there. And you know, as they say, diba, it's difficult to have two queens in one home. But you know, it wasn't difficult at all with my mom. Because she was very objective na. When syempre, minsan nag-aaway kami, she doesn't even ask why or, you know, wala lang. She's just there. Whatever I need, she's just there. And then even with the siblings, she's the more level-headed all the time. With a lot of things. So it's really my mom.
And another question, ma'am. I know the position that you're in right now with regards to, of course, the foundation that you lead is a very tall order. It's a lot of responsibility. When this was presented to you, that you would need to step up and do that role, what did you feel the first time that you experienced it?
Okay, actually, you know, it's not really an obligation. You're automatically the advisor, being the wife of the chief PNP. You're advisor of the Officers Ladies Club. It was a club before. So we just transitioned it into a foundation during my time, you know, because my husband was saying, you know, if you're gonna focus on the PNP personnel, then I'll support you. So, you know, it was a light bulb moment for me. And I was like, yeah, of course. That's what we will do. And, you know, why not make it a foundation? And we were having issues in the SEC, so we made it a foundation. What I'm saying is it's not really an obligation. I can choose not to do anything, actually. But it has happened in the past. So, not all the chief PNPs have spouses. I'm sure you know the past. There are two of them who didn't have. So, pag ganun, walang nangyayari. Nothing happens. So, and the Officers Ladies Club at the time, you know, they do charitable work, but you know, it's really up to them what they want to do. You can do churches, you can help children outside and all. So it's really up to you. So me, I chose to focus on the police personnel, just like my husband is doing. What my husband is doing, he wants to make sure he takes care of the welfare of the PNP personnel. His main focus is on medical and legal. So, okay, what was I getting into? My point is, it's not an obligation, but I chose to do it given the platform, and it's something that I am really passionate about. When he was appointed, it didn't sink in to me right away. Actually, I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? And then when he mentioned that, you know, focus on the PNP personnel, I said, oh, you know, why don't I do that? So, you know, my ideas came in already, and you know, and then they said he came up with something like what, with together with some from health service. He said, have something. What can I do when he wants me to join him?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't really join him when he goes around.
Of course.
So, sabi niya, what can she do? And then so we came up with this lab virus. It's called Love and Blessings.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lab virus program. So the original idea was, every time when he goes somewhere and he wants me to go with him for some reason, usually when there's a church that we have built and all,
Mm-hmm.
he wants me to join him. So, but there's nothing else really that I'm gonna do. So, and I'm not the type to go if there's really nothing that I'm supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
So they came up with that na, focus on the sick personnel.
Mhm.
And I was like, wait a minute. So why will I wait for a visit, di ba?
Mm-hmm.
To a regional office? And that rarely happens anyway. So sabi ko, why don't we just, be proactive about it? So what we did is we visited all the regions, and before doing that, we worked with health service, we identified the critically sick, and then we gave financial assistance and health kits for them. So we went to all the regions. In short, we went around the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all the regions, including the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region of Muslim Mindanao.
Wow.
That was the last. We weren't gonna go because they said, it's dangerous. But my husband was saying, no, it's not. So, and then we got clearance that it's okay to go. So that was the last visit we went to.
Now the campaign is called Love Virus.
Lab Virus. Lab is an acronym for Love and Blessings.
Okay.
So it's our tagline is actually spreading love in every touch. So it's reaching out to the critically sick PNP personnel, uniform and non-uniform, and their dependents. So
Kailan po ma'am nagsimula yung campaign?
that started sometime in September.
Last year?
Yeah. We started going around. But last year, by December, we have only, or August yata, August we started. And then by December, we have only visited 7 regions. Sabi ko, paano ba to? He's resigning. He's retiring already, Feb 7.
Mm-hmm.
So sabi ko, let's just hand it over. Because we have budgeted for it already. We raise our own funds and all. But of course, people donate to us.
Mm-hmm.
Because they see what we do already. So, strictly no solicitations for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, we raise our funds and all. So, we had budgeted for that. So, sabi ko, paano to? Let's just have it. Parang bigay na lang natin sa mga regional, yung mga advisors of each region. And then my husband goes, no, you have to visit them. You have to visit them. Eh, tamang-tama naman. I'm retiring. Because I wanted to retire at the same time as him.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't retire. so we visited. Lagari kami. 1st January, we did all 10 regions. In January, we did 3 regions a week. Lipad kami, balikan, and all. Balikan lang, usually, para mabilis. Or overnight, para din kung may malapit, like Cagayan de Oro, nag-overnight kami because the next day we went to Davao.
Mm-hmm.
So, there. So we
Ma'am, you mentioned that the PNP chief is going to retire. What will happen to the campaign po after?
when he retires, then we've institutionalized everything. Actually, it's the mic pala.
Yes, sir.
So we've institutionalized everything. It's documented. Everything's documented, and I will turn over to whoever's gonna. I'll make sure I'll turn over everything to whoever the next advisor will be. Same thing with the set of officers. Ang officers kasi usually 1 year lang. And then it's up to the next advisor. If she wants to have an election again, typically you do have. But some of the advisors, they say, sige kayo na rin ulit, di ba? Kasi you don't know what to do. So, it depends if they're gonna be replaced or not. So, and then we're trying to partner with the Quezon City LG. We've partnered with them for the Child Development Center. This is to ensure the sustainability of the teachers. Kasi before, in the past, natigil kasi yan nung pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Prior to that, ang laging issue nila is
officers?
They did.
They did.
They have officers. In the past, there were officers. In fact, I was an officer also before. That's why I know how it worked. So, and there were a lot of questions in my mind. But there are a lot of questions in my mind. Like, wait, wala bang turnover to? Wala, there's none. So, wala bang turnover to? What? Where do we get money? What? How do we raise funds and all? So, parang, yung mga, in my mind, yung mga, I didn't know that I would be doing the same thing later on as the advisor. So, nung naging advisor ako, in-address ko yung mga issues na yun. Because, it's something that I really felt strongly about. Na. But at that time, as an officer, I was the most junior at the time. So, and I really didn't have much time. I was working.
In the corporate.
So, yeah, I'm in corporate. I'm in the private sector. So medyo, hindi ko, I couldn't, I just followed what they wanted to do. So there. So now that I have the platform to do it.
Medyo natuwa ako sa sinabi niyo kanina na you were retiring together at
Sana.
so paano po yung
In-extend.
Pero hindi nag-retire.
pero paano po yung naging decision ninyo?
No, actually, I really had plans of retiring na. So, but it was the timing at saka sayang naman and all. So, anong gagawin ko? But, and then when he got appointed, things were piling up, ang dami kong ginagawa. And especially, I decided to transition into a foundation. So there were so many ideas in my mind already, and it was getting difficult. And so I was thinking, maybe it's the right time to retire na. Kasi I've had it in my mind in the past couple of years actually. Hindi ko lang ginagawa. So, ang dami ko rin pending on the personal side, on the business side. Hindi ko siya magawa because I'm working. So, I think this was the trigger na, okay, I think it's about time. Tamang-tama, Romel is retiring. My husband is retiring. So, I didn't want to start 2025 anymore because that's our calendar year, our fiscal year. Calendar year for work. So, sabi ko, I'll end December 31. Anyway, Feb 7 is retiring.
What were like of course that didn't happen yet, but do you think one of the things that made you like decide for that is, of course, aside from the foundation itself, was time for family? And can you tell us how important is that for you?
Oh, that's very important. Number one priority yon for me. Family talaga, especially when you have a husband in the police force. Focus ko talaga family. Kasi, well, we only have one child. So, which actually for me makes it more difficult because walang kapatid na kausap, di ba? So, you have to be there. And, for me, he's away. I mean, even if he's not away, he's away because of because of the nature of his job. So I'm the one who's focused on the household. Yeah. So it's very important to me. Priority yun. Even him naman, but he public service kasi, di ba? So can't take that away from him. But, I think he, as much as he can, he prioritizes family also.
Congratulations on your daughter as well. She really graduated. How does it feel na meron sa'yo
Akala ko he's graduated. Because he just graduated, yes. He graduated from Masters in Colombia, no? For architecture.
That's not the...
Is she engaged already?
And then she's engaged. Akala ko that's what you were gonna say.
Happy for her.
Akala ko that's what you were
And of
gonna
course,
say.
Yeah,
Yeah, she just got engaged
Wow.
in
Oh my God.
January. So
how does it feel for the mom?
I know, we couldn't believe it. It's my husband's like, my God, she's really getting married. I don't have a baby. Sabi ko, diba? Just a few months ago, he's asking, when are they getting married? Sabi ko, don't ask me, diba? So they're getting married. So as they say, we're gaining a son. Diba? So all's good, I think. It's a new life really for next year. Diba?
Alright. I had to tackle first for the Lab a Virus project. What are the future plans or development for 2025? Kasi nasa March na tayo, ang dami yung activities from the onset. Chinag ko kasi yung Facebook, nagulat ako, ganito na pala ka proactive masyado. Kakagulat.
Yes, we were talaga kakapagod. Pero it feels good because when you see the gratefulness, they're so thankful na the fact na napapansin sila. They're really so thankful. Saying, this is the first time it happened. And all. So parang nakakataba rin ang puso, no? So, I want to continue it, of course, and I want to ensure that it's sustainability. So sabi ko nga, dun kung mag-turnover kami, it doesn't matter, you can change the name, enhance it, di ba?
Yes.
Kasi I'm sure they have better ideas pa. I mean, di ba? But now, we're actually focusing for 2025. We just finished the regions, no? Hopefully, it's just the first round. Hopefully, matuloy siya later on. We're focusing on the NSUs naman. The national, I forgot what the NSUs are. Those are the different divisions, units, support units. Most of them are here in Crame. Some are in Laguna. So dito lang, at least ito dito na lang. So we'll do that also for them. We'll identify. We've actually asked for this already from Health Service to identify the critical sick.
What are the first initial reaction ng mga recipients ng Lab a Virus project?
They're very thankful. As in, tuwa, laging nila sinasabi, first time talaga nangyari ito. So they're very thankful. Although the PNP has support din naman for them. I mean, it, of course, pag kami sakit, meron din, but it's never enough. Even after our help, it's not enough. Ang majority of their sicknesses, even my husband got surprised. Ganyan pala kadami ang may sakit na cancer at saka chronic kidney disease, yung mga nagda-dialysis, ang dami. Ang dami. So, nung it's over 400, almost 500 ang naabutan namin.
Madami.
Across the country. That's across the country.
And one of the projects that we noted was some sort of like sustainable soap making.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more
Okay,
about
that one, actually, ang spearhead niyan it started out in Cebu because the advisor in Cebu, okay, each region would have a regional director, right? And the wife of the regional director automatically is the advisor. Some are active, some are not. So this one, yung sa Cebu, that's her business kasi. So she shared it with the PNTP community. So yung mga dependents ang gumawa sa Cebu. And then now, they moved to NCR. So they're doing the same thing in NCR. So which is nice kasi sabi ko, make it sustainable, supply to the offices and then do a refilling station. And then it's cheaper. Number one, it's cheaper for the offices in the camp. And then it's earnings for them, di ba? So sabi ko nga, why don't we, I invited actually them for Women's Month. Kasi mga babae, to do a workshop for the street cleaners here in Crame. Para sila yung gumawa, and then supply the offices here in the PNP. I mean, it's a win-win situation. The street cleaners these are working. Most of them have been working here in Crame for years.
And this is a little bit skills based, so you
It's
teach.
very easy, yeah. And it's very easy because I did it. They made us do it when we visited Cebu the first time. I did it. You just mix it. Meron ng kit. So my plan is to give them the kits so they can start. May mix mo lang. And then yung soap, I don't know, I think there's some mold. But the most of them are liquid so liquid detergent, hand soap, body wash. So then,
The target again, these are going to be the dependents of PNP personnel.
yung sa Cebu, dependents ang gumagawa. So it's their earnings. So it's for their livelihood. Dito sa Crame, what my plan is, not the dependents, the street cleaners of, so these are Sa PNP rin, di ba?
Mhm.
So the street cleaners of the camp, so they have something to do when they're not cleaning. They don't naman clean all day.
Mhm.
So when they're not cleaning, they can do that.
On
So
the side.
it's livelihood for them as well. So that's for them. But instead of just giving them money,
Yeah, right.
teach them how to
Fish.
yeah, teach them how to fish. You don't just feed them, right? So there.
I'm Miss Rose. Ay, sige. Bali po, as being wife po ni Chief PNP, may pressure ba in doing this advocacy?
No, as I said, it's not an obligation. Although the pressure, well, I don't feel the pressure though. But the only there is all eyes are on you. Yun lang, all eyes are on you. But for me, I think as long as we're doing the right thing, and for me, I'm just doing what I'm passionate about, and it's nothing for me. For me, it's not the pressure. The only pressuring thing there is that we have to finish all the support units, we have to finish all the regions and be able to give them the support. That's the only pressure that I get there. But otherwise,
Okay.
it's not really
Bali po, ano yung pinaka-best na feedback na na-receive niyo po sa mga
I guess from
The
people on the
recipients?
ground.
Oo. The best and always what I hear is yun na nga, yung thank you so much. Thank you so much. The first time this ever happened. And they're really hoping na magtuloy-tuloy na. So, yun. That's what they all say all the time. Ngayon lang nangyari to. Ngayon lang kami napansin. Yan.
Thank you po.
There was even a time, when pag punta ko, I had it's the wife. Kasi sometimes they're representatives. So, representatives lang sila. So, kasi critically sick na. Hindi, she just hugged me. Oh my God, naiyak ako. So, she just hugged me and said, my husband is bedridden. That's what she kept saying the whole time, paulit-ulit, my husband is bedridden. Oh my God, I started crying. Parang parang it makes you feel you have to do it, diba? I have to do it. So, I'm happy with it.
Ma'am, sige.
Ma'am, what's your most memorable experience with what is your most memorable experience throughout this whole being an advisor of the organization of the foundation?
Okay, most memorable. Actually, they're all different kasi. They're all different kasi. So, especially with the lab virus, when we go around in regions, each region, they're all the same, they're all very thankful, pero iba-iba yung reactions na parang, parehong lahat thankful, lahat natutuwa na, finally, they're napapansin and all. But, they're all memorable to me. It's actually something that, it's really something, I've never, yun nga sinasabi ko, I've been in corporate for more than 30 years. And I've never felt more fulfilled than this. It's really very fulfilling.
And since we're celebrating Women's Month po, how would you describe yourself as a mom and as a wife?
I'm a plain wife. I'm a plain woman. I'm just like any other woman. I'm nothing extraordinary, really. I was just given this platform, and I'm thankful I'm given this platform to be able to do what I'm really passionate about. And but otherwise, I'm just like any other girl. Nothing special, really.
As a mother po, are you the type na medyo strict or
No, not at all. But I'm stricter than my husband. Baliktad. Baliktad.
And what are your future parang advices to your daughter now that she's engaged? Kasi syempre she's going to a journey naman next naman na being a wife and a mom then in the future?
For me, I'm confident since there are three of us lang. So she sees everything. She knows how things work in the house. I'm very confident. Maybe we will have a talk soon, but she sees how things go and she sees how things work between me and my husband. So I'm confident that she will take on that. Kasi I've seen it in her. Madalas mag-isa siya. Like now, she goes home to our house. We go home here because she works in Alabang. So it's too far if she joins us here. We live in Parañaque. So she's on her own. She stayed in Spain for a while. She studied there for 1 term. And then she also stayed alone in New York for 1 year for her master's. So she's
Very
independent. She's very independent, and I see myself also how I handle the household. I see it in her. So I believe in relationships. I think I see myself also, and parang she's tougher than me nga eh. I'm pretty tough, but I think she's tougher than me.
Ma'am, by the way, yung sa organization, since you put in like a structure, and of course yung mga officers with them, have you been able to also address, for example, there wouldn't be like a wife to the PNP chief, will there be someone in lieu of as an advisor? Will there be someone that would be on that position?
What do you mean? If there's no wife?
Yes.
Pagka ganon, okay, my instructions are, in the past kasi, if there's no advisor, typically, nahihiya sila to move. Because you know the culture of the PNP
Yes.
and the military. So may seniority. Ako, really, the way I work with the ladies, and I think they've gotten used to it somehow. I'm in the private sector, so I'm not like that. So parang, let's remember, we're all the same, we're all spouses. It's just that I'm the wife of the chief PNP. But not everything I say is correct. So feel free to say what you feel, di ba? So anyway, I said if there's no, let's just say, there's no wife, the next chief PNP is no wife, then the president can continue it. Yeah. So she can continue.
Together with the projects that you have.
Yeah, they can put the current set. So if there's no advisor, it means the set of officers will not even change. So they can go on with it. I'm confident they can run it on their own.
That's so nice.
Ma'am, since you institutionalize already the foundation, gaano kahirap yung sourcing of fund for the bloodline
You know what,
ng organization?
Good question. At first we were not naman struggling, medyo struggling. Kasi parang, oh my God, we have to make sure we reach this and that. So we had Harmony for Heroes, we had the Singing Cups. Naku, ang saya ng Singing Cups. They want to do another one, you guys have to watch.
Invite them also.
Yeah, the Singing Cups. So
This
the
concert.
tickets, yeah. Ang gagaling ng mga pulis ko, taas, sobra. But sa galing nila, they were all given a recording album. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, we thought it was difficult. And dun sa Singing Cups, we naka-ano na kami nun naka-visit na kami ng ibang regions. So we made an AVP of what we do. Visiting the hospital. Because of that, we, alam mo, actually after the Singing Cups, just to give you an example we got an anonymous donor. 1.5 million. That's what I'm saying. Because we're a foundation, it's easy for them to give kasi foundation ka eh. Di ba? So, it's really an advantage being a foundation. So, we get trickles of that also, aside from our efforts of fundraising. If we will rely on fundraising alone, medyo mahirap. Kasi, hindi naman mahirap. Kasi malaki rin naman yung kinita namin sa Singing Cups and the Harmony for Heroes. But to do such things as the lab virus, medyo malaki yung huli. Hindi kami nahirapan masyado. Yeah.
That's a goodness.
Ang daming achievements din. How does PNP chief, like,
He's very happy. Nagugulat din siya. Kanina nga, sabi niya, he went out on a meeting, anong suot niya?
Love
Fire
Virus
shirt. Diba? Oo, so he's very happy about it. Pati siya nagulat na parang naging ganun yung outcome. So, we're aligned. We are aligned. So it's very easy to move. Yeah.
So ma'am, yung Love Virus is not merely a campaign, it's the
It's
main
a
program. It's the
Yeah,
main
that's our
program.
flagship program actually.
So ma'am, how do you target or how do you set yung mga, how do you find out kung
The
sino yung
beneficiaries?
Yeah.
We work with health service. They have a list of those who are critically sick. So the regions will, each region would have a health service also in their region. So they submit the list to the main branch, here in NHD, and then they identify.
And then you schedule to.
Yeah, and then we schedule it.
Question. As you mentioned earlier, you said that you have a different fulfillment with this experience. My question is, what legacy do you want to leave, or how do you want to be remembered as the head of the PNP Ladies Foundation?
PNP OLC Foundation.
Alright.
Okay. Actually, okay. I want them to remember me as someone who has founded or started out this foundation, diba? And hopefully it becomes sustainable as we planned it, as how we institutionalized it. So, yun lang ang maiiwan ko. Everything else is beyond my control after my term. So, we're still trying to find out how we're gonna, actually, our legal consultant, who is also from legal service here in PNP, sabi niya, you're a foundation already. You're a foundation already. Technically, you can set rules already. You can still be part of it. Sabi ko, ayoko naman ng gano'n, baka sabihin ayaw mag-step down, di ba? So, huwag naman, di ba? So, let's just, institutionalize it, turn over properly, give them the guidelines, and, it's up to them to, enhance it.
You did.
Hopefully enhance it, di ba?
You did it well.
Yes. So, there.
Was there like something that you had difficulties with regards to putting up the foundation?
You know what? Kaya nga sabi ko, parang I think this is, meant to be. Everything fell on our lap. They were saying, the previous officers were saying, mahirap ang SEC. Mahirap ang SEC. Huwag nyo nang, parang, don't bother, ganyan, blah, blah, blah. Okay, when was that? April, my husband was appointed. I was busy April and May because my daughter graduated. So, June, I sat down with her. But although I spoke to the officers already, the incoming officers, kasi I handpicked them. I handpicked them. Carefully handpicked them. So, June nag-usap na kami. And then we spoke to the previews. Nag-usap na kami, sabi lang, mahirap yan. End of July, we're registered in SEC. Ang bilis. As in, we were registered. And then we were able to open a bank account. Ang bilis. So parang I was like, okay, I think it's meant to be. Kaya nga sila, even the officers nagugulat, parang everything became so easy. Although pagod lahat. You really worked for it. We really worked for it. But, it wasn't as hard as what they said. So,
What would your advice be to the next one?
just for me, to the next set of officers and to the advisors, just think about the welfare of the PNP personnel. And think of the effects. Now they're beginning to see the effects of it. No? Masaya na yung mga. Masaya sila kasi napapansin sila. Just last night, we went to Manila for another event. It's a personal thing. But may mga police there. Siyempre na, when they know that the chief is there, they go there. So, and then they saw me, they were like, nagkita tayo, nag-lab virus kayo. Nagkita tayo. Alam mo, ngayon lang talaga nangyari yan. Sana naman magtuloy-tuloy. So parang, it's something that, there's gonna be, I'm sure there's gonna be clamor already, di ba? Na magtuloy siya. So my advice to them is, think of their welfare. And everything will follow. So, let's face it, some people want credit, di ba? If they want credit, palitan nyo yung pangalan, okay lang, di ba? As long as you do the same thing, di ba? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to me.
Ma'am, taking on that cue, how can the public or private sector support the Lab Virus Project?
Or the foundation
The
itself.
donations,
Mhm.
budget, and all. So, well, maybe they're like the Quezon City local government. They're the ones who are providing the teachers.
Mm.
So, and everything, parang school nila na in Camp Crame. It's a partnership.
Mm.
So, yon, that's how they help. And then, the easiest way, of course, is budget.
Yeah.
So that's what, as I mentioned, we're talking to other foundations, bigger foundations,
Mm.
na for regular, for sustainability. So with that, siguro naman is gagalaw siya, di ba?
Mm.
Kahit papano.
If they're going to give up money, how can they reach you?
Mm.
We have a Facebook page.
Mm.
They can always message there. Our email address is also there. And then,
Ma'am, do you have
So-
also an office here in Crame?
yes, we do. It's a space donated to the ladies really, even before. So it's somewhere there. Inside, yeah.
Yun na rin ang parang headquarters ng foundation.
Yes.
That's nice.
Mm-mm.
Mabilis yung mobilization.
Oh, yeah. So everything fell into place really. Lucky.
Going back ma'am dun sa regional tours niyo po, meron po bang mga like concerns or issues na nailapit sa inyo aside from dun sa mismong core ng project ninyo na you think you should recommend sa next group na bigyan ng attention or priorities po?
Wala. Actually, I think they're just overwhelmed with the fact that we notice them. Ang nakikita ko lang potential, something that we need to address is, the people who are asking for help. Yung mga outsider, yung mga hindi namin na-reach. Kasi we've identified the critical sick only.
Mm.
So, hindi naman, madami pa yan outside of that, di ba? So, there are people who ask for help. So, now we're trying to put them together and, we'll see, baka we'll organize another one for all those who ask for help. Kasi, medyo mahirap yun. Baka dumugin kami. Hindi naman ganyan kalaki yung budget namin, di ba? Siyempre may limit din tayo. So, that one we have to manage.
So far po, how many po yung beneficiary po ng Lab Virus for the whole country?
Right now, we've reached almost 500.
Right.
Yeah. Right now. So, we're still reaching out to the mga national support units.
Mm.
So, that's plus for that. But yung mga na-visit na namin, all the regions, including NH, almost 500.
May estimate kayo ma'am on how much per head ang na-donate ng foundation or is it parang you connect them with an agency or something?
No, we give
Directly.
them cash.
They give
Direct.
directly.
We give them directly. Yeah. So,
The assistance given to them directly.
we give them directly.
Who, maybe the right question is, like, who decides on how much?
They're all equal.
Mm.
They're all equal.
Okay.
Oo, equal yan. We've spent,
With regardless of their
Sickness or-
Yeah. equal lahat. Critical yun ha.
Mm.
Talagang
All are
equal sila
critical.
lahat. Oo, equal sila lahat talaga. More or less per region, that's about 20 to 30
Mm.
per region. Actually, minsan more pa. So, 20 to 30, even more. So, lahat yan, pantay-pantay. No less. Nung umpisa nga, medyo mas maliit pa yung budget namin.
Mm.
So, yung mga first 4 regions na napunta namin, kalahati lang namin. Ba't nagkaroon na kami ng money? So, ang ginawa namin, babalikan namin sila. Nabalikan na namin ng NCR to give the balance.
Mm.
May balance pa sila.
Sure nila.
Hindi kasi they will hear it anyway from others, I'm
Yeah.
sure. So, to avoid that, so we give them na lang. Anyway, they need it. Maliit lang naman yung bigay namin. Diba? Maliit lang, hindi isa.
But it's something for them.
Something for them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Malaki yan para sa mga may sakit. Kahit na any amount is Very
Magfa-file ka.
Wala.
Well,
Okay, more.
siguro a short message na for those who probably doesn't know the existence of the foundation and how they could help you,
Yeah.
reach your goals.
Yes, please. If I just want to let everybody know about the existence of the PNP OLC Foundation Inc., whose core objective is to help the PNP uniform and non-uniform personnel and their dependents who are in need. So these are typically the PNCOs, the non-commissioned officers. So we're open. We can be reached. You can see all our activities in our Facebook page. Please like, share, and follow, and share. PNP OLC Foundation Inc. So you can see you'll see the activities there. So there.
Inisto ko na kagabi, ma'am. Grabe.
Diba? There too, you might make a mistake. It's the one with, kasi na-create by mistake yung isa eh. So, it's PNP OLC Foundation, the one in Kaki.
Yung may latest update sa bar?
Yes,
Yeah, that's it.
that's our last visit eh. In Barn.
Ma'am, I mean, there's so many women who look up to you also, being a part of the biggest organization like the PNP.
Okay, to all the women out there, they always say, okay, what can you do? Like me, they say, what are you doing with the PNP? It's a man's world. But, it's not how it works now. There's always something you can do. Always something you can do. They're saying, you're not just the wife, That's how I was actually in the first place. I was like, okay, asawa lang naman ako, ano bang gagawin ko? So, but there are big things that you can do. Let's not limit ourselves. Let's not limit ourselves to what people think you can do. There are limitless things that someone can do, not just women, especially as women. It shouldn't be a hindrance being a woman. Actually, there's more power. Sorry, excuse me. But,
It's,
you know, ang babae may charm, di ba?
Yes.
So it's easy to move. But so let's just make full use of what we can do, of our talents and our passion. And always think of the welfare of the people around us. So with that, I think it's easy to move, and you can move forward and do what you need to do.